Saturday. Thursday morning during advisory.
During advisory. We're going to all be looking at you. Okay.
You don't even make it, right?
Yep.
Have you ever been to state before?
I went and watched last year.
So he has been to state.
I've been to state. I haven't participated.
Last time we had class, we wrote the paragraph that the U.S. should have been in the Vietnam War because it helped the U.S. win the Cold War, which some of you agreed with, and as a result proved to be true, and others disagreed with. And then what you did was you said, well, that's not really true.
No.
Now we're going to write this paragraph, which is arguing that the U.S. should not have been in the Vietnam War because the U.S. was going against the wishes of the Vietnamese people. Now, what you need to figure out is, which paragraph is this for you? I will help you figure that out. Do you agree with that statement? Wow. Are you of the opinion that the United States should not have been in the Vietnam War? If so, if that's you, you think we should not have been there, then this better be your fourth or fifth paragraph. If you disagree, if you think the U.S. should have been in the Vietnam War, this should be either paragraph 2 or paragraph 3. This is arguing we should not have been there. If you agree, it's either your fourth or fifth paragraph. If you disagree, it's your second or third paragraph. Quick little way to figure out which paragraph it is. Go back to your first paragraph. Find which sentence is making this argument. U.S. went against the wishes of the Vietnamese people, which, if I go back far enough, I'm going back to where'd it go? There it is.
What'd you get on your package?
This is your first paragraph. Which sentence is making the argument that the U.S. was going against the wishes of the Vietnamese people? Which sentence is it for you? It's either sentence 3 or 4 or 6 or 7.
What was it on?
Whichever sentence it is, travel to the middle and see what paragraph this better be for you. Okay, I'm going to leave this up here for a minute. You're in everyone's way.
I'm sorry.
Sit down. Almost there. Good job.
Where's the tall guy?
Okay, I want to leave this up here until everyone figures out which paragraph this is for you. Don't understand, ask a neighbor. If your neighbor doesn't understand, raise your hand. I will help you right now. You know.
What? How do you know?
Big liar. What's up? You don't know what to do?
I know what I'm doing.
Okay, do we all understand? What?
No, she got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, it's easy. Okay.
Just read it. Read it, Lamau. 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 Just write it, Lamau.
Okay.
It's like a blue book.
Whoa.
You just do it.
No, we're right here.
Oh.
Here's where we are. Okay. You are writing this paragraph, which for you is either paragraph 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Will you please label it as such? This is paragraph. Great. For you, it's your second. For you, it's your fourth. Whatever it is, label it as such. Because when you type this bad boy, you're going to type it in the correct order, even though we're not writing it in the correct order. Okay. Again, this paragraph is arguing that the United States should not have been in the Vietnam War because the U.S. was going against the wishes of the Vietnamese people, which you either agree with or you disagree with. If you agree with it, then what you're doing is you're saying, now this says first, it might be your first, it might be your second. It's the first sentence for the side you agree with, or it's the second. It's either the first argument you're making for that side, or it's the second. So for you, it might be the first reason, but for you, it might be the second. Very good. If it's your fourth, it's your first reason. If it's your fifth, it's your second reason.
What?
If it's your second, it's your first reason. If it's your third, it's your second reason. She's exactly right. This is unnecessarily confusing, but if you just slow down, you can figure it out. Okay? Now, here's something else you need to understand. If you agree with it, you state it as true. The first reason the United States should not have been in the Vietnam War was that the U.S. was going against the wishes of the Vietnamese people. You state it as fact. If you disagree with it, you got to tweak it slightly. The first reason some people claim the U.S. should not have been in the Vietnam War was their mistaken belief that the U.S. was going against the wishes of the Vietnamese people. You see the difference? One is, this is so. The other is, here's what they think.
Those nerds.
And they're wrong.
Should not have the first sentence.
Is this you?
Yeah.
The first reason some people claim the U.S. should not have been in the Vietnam War was their belief that the U.S. was going against the wishes of the Vietnamese people.
This hurts.
What does?
Like here up.
I want to give you at least a half hour, so I only have you for another 2 minutes here of writing this, and then I'm gonna give you the rest of the hour. Okay.
Is it really an hour classes? Is it 3 months? Oh. It's not always an hour.
Really long.
Not always.
Which is dumb.
Yeah,
My class, it's always an hour. Yeah.
Hey, shut up. Well,
but you're a big boy now.
I've been nothing but friendly toward you.
You're
No
a
one
run.
asked this unasked
You're also a mod.
facility. Hurts my feelings.
that sucks.
What am I?
Get better feelings.
A run-on mod.
Those really suck.
Okay, there's one goal left. Let's
If you want to blame somebody,
just provide a little bit of
Blame Sam.
context.
But
He's
I
the real
why is
problem
Will
with
so
this
crabby?
movie.
Is there anything
When's he not crabby?
that needs defining?
Why
I'm
is he so
not-
crabby? Make him uncrabby. Just make
There
you uncrabby.
might be a little bit, and so I'm going to kind of give you your green part. I'm going to kind of give you it. Over
Sam.
here,
Sam. Poker night, day or night?
what you're pointing out is that
No. See no.
the
can't do
again
it
you're
tomorrow.
agreeing with it. The
Okay.
U.S. shouldn't
It's
have
gonna be like
done
6 inches of
this.
snow
You're
on the ground.
agreeing with it. Is pointing out the corruption of
Could
the
we
South
cloud?
Vietnamese government. That's the government the U.S. was supporting.
You got wheels.
Not gonna try.
And so I have here, corrupt governments aren't democracies. They don't have popular support, right? That the U.S. was supporting a corrupt government is basically what you're saying if you are agreeing with it. If you're disagreeing it,
Will.
Diff agreeing?
what if what you were doing right now hurt my feelings?
That sucks.
What if I'm a fragile person? What you're pointing out is,
You're not.
yes, maybe we were going against the Vietnamese short term, but in the end,
But they didn't know what was good for themselves.
okay,
Come on.
right? I mean, if you think about it, this logic means we shouldn't have gone and fought the war against Japan because we were going against the wishes of the Japanese people.
I feel like
Of course we were going against the wishes of the Japanese people.
I feel like that's not the same.
They were wrong.
I feel like that's
We shouldn't have fought the Nazis. We were going against the wishes of the Nazi people. Uh-huh. We sure were.
So you're trying to tell me that we shouldn't have fought the Nazis?
No.
Yes.
Oh, Will. Time to go to sleep, Will.
Shouldn't have. It's expensive.
What is our section?
Now hold on, Sam.
Just copy it.
What if we just like
Just copy the sentence that I have here.
Then the
Well,
Soviets would have
For you,
steamrolled
it's-
over
Is it
Europe.
this one?
Europe?
Right? That you're pointing out that
In the Cold War would have been.
That would have been interesting.
in a way it doesn't matter.
Shut up.
So what if the U.S. was going against the wishes of the group of people that we were fighting? They're wrong.
It's called a war, honey bun.
Okay. Having said all that, your job for the rest of the hour, once you're done with the green part here, is to get back into your two teams and work on your debates. How many of you saw the documents that I provided online? Don't answer that. If you didn't, there they are. All sorts of possible arguments from various sources, either for or against. I will sit with both teams today and maybe make some suggestions about possible ideas.
And they're super warm.
Okie dokie.
Jeez.
Okay, the rest of the hour is all yours.
Why? Good thing it's like -8 outside. Oh, that's like the blaze.